Right. Oh my goodness. Greetings, those from the world. I am here. Okay. Whew. I had to proper rush around then, try to get a video done. And we're actually literally about to start. Wow, isn't that impeccable timing? Okay, let's pause that. Let's do a couple tests, make sure I've not messed anything up. And we'll go from there. You alright, Claire? Alright, that looks good. Chats are good, cars are ready to come out, and we are ready. Now, one thing I need to do is I need to go take a look at my video that I was rushing around to try and get out. Make sure it's all okay, which it should be. That comes out at 8 PM if everything is okay, which is in half an hour. And we'll go from there. Let's just make sure that this is all good. I've got a new light bulb. It's very bright. So now my lighting shouldn't be like as it was for the US Grand Prix. It's now back to normal, nice and bright. That's all out of the way. YouTube, I can move my camera a little bit smaller and then put it like that. A lot smaller, actually. Yeah! And then we'll do that so it's out of the way of the track. Okay! We're good! And I believe we have now started. Oh, bollocks, I've missed the timers. Okay. The timer's going to be about 10 seconds delayed, but it's only practice. Who really cares, let's be honest? Why does that say 11 minutes 30? That's just incorrect, isn't it? Thank you very much. There we go. Okay. Oh, what have I done? Help! Oh, I've broke it. No, I haven't. Okay, we're fine. Alright, boom! Let's go! You alright, Frankie? Welcome back, to another episode of trying to get the one and only, the Chubby Fat Crim. Cheers for that one. Yeah, can't wait for another episode of trying to get me cancelled, but I feel like your efforts are going to be in vain, because realistically, you need to wait until I have a bit more of a following. Because, like, you know, I've got 1.3k subs, which is, of course, like, not trying to sound humble, way more than I ever thought I'd get. But no one's gonna care if I say something outrageous or you say something outrageous. Even in, like, it's only until I get quite big, like 100k subscribers, which I don't think I ever will, people are gonna start, like, looking back. You know when, like, celebrities would get, like, hired for something and then you start looking at their past tweets? You know, that kind of thing will happen. But I feel like doing it now is just a waste of time, but by all means, carry on and do it. Okay, here we go then. Practice one. I want to try and stay locked in, but I don't think you're going to let me. But we'll try. We do have some rookies today. We've got Drugovic. We've got Ollie Behrman. We've got Robert Schwartzman, I can see. We've got Pato O'Ward. We've got Kimi Antonelli. That's it. Okay, so we've got, what, 4 or 5? That's pretty good. They're all quite good drivers as well. I feel like all of them should be in Formula 1, or at least get a chance in Formula 1, of course. 2 of them already do in Behrman and Antonelli. Behrman in the Ferrari, though, as well, as you can see. Not the Haas, because he is, of course, a Ferrari junior. Drugovic, I feel bad for him, really. Bro won the F2 championship. Didn't even get a look in for an F1 seat. Like, just not even a remote, like, oh, hang on, what about this geezer? Nothing. Probably because, to be fair, the Aston Martin Driver Academy, I didn't even know that was a thing, is probably not the best one, because you've got Alonso, who is one of the best drivers on the grid, and he ain't leaving anytime soon. And then you've got the other one, who ain't leaving. So, Welcome to a new series alongside the Trying to Get Fat Crim Cancelled series, and it's called Watching Fat Crim Absolutely Breaking Down After Checo Bins It Into the Barrier, exclusive only from Mexico. You heard it here first. Welcome to Foot Crim, Fat Crim, aka gets heartbroken, shattered, disappointed, sad, heartbroken. I already said that. Yeah, I feel like inevitably something is gonna happen to Checo this weekend. You know, like, last year, he sort of, had an interesting maneuver into turn 1, shall we say, to put it lightly. I feel like he probably got a bit too pressured to have a good result, and then obviously drove into a Ferrari, which doesn't really do good things for your car. Yeah, hi, it's me. Oh my god, hi, it's you. Isn't that incredible? What a name. Yeah. I mean, I've prayed to whoever's out there that Perez does have a good weekend. I'm not praying for him to win, because he won't. But, you know, maybe get on the podium or just finish the race would be nice. Of course, I'm not religious, so maybe praying wasn't the best idea. It could work as a reverse jinx. Who knows? Let's find out. And we already have a red flag. I wasn't even looking. Is anyone... No one's gone off, I don't think. And we don't have any info on why. I also see here it says, this was before the session, about 15 minutes before, pink head padding material must be used. Wow, isn't that amazing? Hey, ooh-woo. Yeah, we're not doing that ooh-woo shit, mate. You type that again and you're gone. Alright, should I get some info on why there is a red flag? Why is it when I go on Twitter and I search at F1, it doesn't come up with F1? Checo is the type of guy to go last to first in the worst car and first to last in the best car. I quite literally can't use English to say that better. That's not doable. That is quite literally exactly what it is. You do see that a lot though. Because of the recency bias, because people don't have memories that last longer than 4 years ago, people only think of Checo with this crap page drive, and they don't remember how insanely good he was before Red Bull. And because he done that last to first, people disregard it and miscredit it because it was Checo who done it. If it was anyone else, oh my god, best driver of the century, best race in the last decade, because it's him. Yeah, but anyone could have done that. Do you know what I mean? You alright, Carter? Hello, mate? Still can't get any information on why we have a red flag. No one seems to know. The live timing doesn't know. It just says red flag. So, that's helpful. Cheers for that. Didn't know that. And no one seems to know. Brilliant. What if I just search Mexico GP, or is it just going to be Checo, like, retirement rumours? What's it going to be? Come on, Twitter, don't let me down. Go on! Oh, what have I done? I just unsearched it. Okay, brilliant. No one seems to know. Hang on. We got a red flag due to... Aha! Random Mexican user on Twitter has said there is car parts on the track. Nice. Lewis did it at Brazil, and it genuinely won't be forgotten until the end of time. To be honest, I already forgot that happened. But now I remember. I'm back, yo. Hello, mate. What are you playing? 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 I am playing Formula 1 Live Time. I'm not playing anything, mate. I'm watching. I had a Wi-Fi problem, don't we all? I've had pretty much every single, like, broadband that the UK has to offer, and I've never had a consistently good one apart from the one I have now. And I ain't even Wi-Fi. I sacked off Wi-Fi at this point. I mean, obviously my phone's got Wi-Fi. It always goes off. But, F-net for life. So I don't know when this red flag's gonna go. I mean, surely it doesn't take too long to pick up some bits of carbon fibre on the track. But, yeah, not much to go over. Fastest lap time is a 20.9 by the strap-on. Let me go take a look at the FP1 results from last year and see what the fastest time was. In USA last week, we were already like 2 seconds faster than last year's fastest time within like the first 10 minutes. So let's have a look. What we got? Results 2023 Mexico. Well, why is practice 1 not here then? It just says practice 2. They don't... Did they not do practice 1? Or am I forgetting something? Japanese, English, or Spanish? Or I've not heard Japanese in that. Very, very funny and entertaining, and definitely not overused meme. Okay, well, but you can't really do practice 2 because that was all quali runs. Do you just do practice 3 then? Well, no, because that was even far. Oh, okay, I guess we're not doing that then. Predictions for the race. Oh, I don't know. I think the Ferraris again, to be honest. Just because I like them, really. I think the Ferraris. I think one. I'm not gonna say 1-2. I'm just gonna say one of them will win. I mean, let's be honest. If you're gonna pick one, you'd probably pick Leclerc. But you never know. Sainz does come out of nowhere at random intervals and just pops off. Let's make that smaller and then make you bigger. There we go. That's nice. Oh, red flag's gone. We're back. Let's go. Lovely stuff. Okay. What we're doing? I have no idea. Can I see how many laps that we've done? Saw that low? I saw the first, like, 3 words that said, like, every time I go on F1 Twitter, and that was about it. But F1 Twitter is one of the worst places. I don't know what's worse, F1 Twitter or football Twitter. Because it's like, that you do get some bangers that are quite funny occasionally. They're very rare. It's like literally finding a diamond. But, like, it's mostly just brain-dead opinions in, like, both. I mean, obviously, I do watch a lot of football. I don't play football because I'm too fat and I sit inside all day. But I'm very interested in football, so I'm always on there as well. And it's just the same as F1 Twitter. It's just pure brain-dead opinions. And some that make you go, like... But yeah... It's not great. Right, anyway, let me quickly go and just quickly flick through my video that's coming out soon, just to make sure that it's all okay, because if it ain't, then... I mean, to be fair, there ain't really anything that can go wrong with my videos. It'll be so catastrophic. The only thing is, like, some music being too loud, or I forgot to put the game audio in. There's nothing, like, cut out that's bad or anything. My god, I'm a fat bastard. I always get reminded of that every time I watch myself. Oh god, did I? Oh Christ. I had a 4-minute outro. My outro was half the length of the rest of the video. That's not ideal. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Cool. Alright, we're back. Oh, I'll get my live chats back up now. How big is the delay from us sending this and you reading it out? Can we get a free preview? Mate, it's coming out in like 10 minutes. You don't really need a preview. By the time it will end, it comes out for real. Yeah, I don't know what the delay is. It should. I think I put it on low latency or ultra low. So, I mean, obviously there's me seeing it and then you hearing it. Me seeing it should be quite low, but you seeing it is all depending on your internet, obviously. There are a couple people improving their lap times. Say hi when you see this. Hi. We have got a few people improving lap times, although you'd hope, because, well, there's 13 drivers that haven't done a lap yet. And this is where I, like, back in earlier this season, when I didn't really do watch-alongs, because I just got bored of F1. I think between Silverstone and Singapore, I didn't do any, but I used to just skip practice. 13 seconds. I'd say cut a second off because of how slow my reaction was. So about 12 seconds. That's not... I don't know, that's not terrible. I don't know, though. But yeah, I mean, I've got, like, I think the settings that I have and the internet I have, I don't think it can conceivably be faster. So maybe that's just YouTube delay. That's not too bad, really. I mean, not only is my commentary only like, you know, between like 13 and 7 seconds, but the live F1 is only that, which that's not too bad, really. I mean, if you watch like if you live in the UK and you watch Sky Sports, that's got like a 38-second delay from when it actually happened, like from this live timing to like Sky Sports F1 is a 38-second delay. Antonelli to all good, Kimi, all good. They will not live to see another day. That was a bit weak, but we're off to a good start. Can't wait for the rest of this session. Practice is boring though, let's be real. I mean, I used to like it because I could be a proper nerd and like jostle down notes and analyze things and look at car pace and how cars look and the high speed and the low speed. Be a proper nerd about it. Then make predictions based off it. And I'd usually get them completely wrong most of the time. Now it's just boring. They gotta edit the vid. I understand that. But the delay's still a bit too much. So when you watch the news and they'll be like saying something like the main studio and there's like a 5-second delay between them finishing and the person on the video answering. That always pisses me off. Get your hopes up high, lad. My dad just forced a Guinness up my mouth. I mean, I'd rather just... I mean, Guinness is tough because that is like liquid straight from hell, but yeah, I'd rather just drink it myself than get it forcefully drank down me. Not ideal. I have got a bottle of cider I might just crack open for boredom later, but that's about it. Although, doesn't YouTube have very strict policies against drinking? Like, even like light stuff. I feel like I remember someone did like a video where like every time they did something they took a shot, but they had to like say that it was water because they'd get demonetized. Which is crazy. Is it being forced up or down? Yeah, that is a very good question. That changes everything, really. If it was forced down, then I suppose that's like child abuse, but like I think you might get away with it, but forced up is a completely different story. A completely different scenario. Hey, what a fucking loser I am. I'm sat here just watching a screen of cars go round in practice. I could be watching Jamie Vardy having a party, Leicester City. Ah, fuck it. Passion. Right, so at the moment, we have Sergio Perez ahead of Max Verstappen. Don't get delusional. I do that way too often. I start thinking to myself, what a wonderful... No, I start thinking, like, oh, hang on. Perez is back. What I will say, though, which, to be honest, I don't think I should say it because I feel like it will come back to bite me in the arse later because I can no longer use it as an excuse. But Checo now has the same floor, I believe, as Max Verstappen. Last weekend in Austin, Perez had a slightly modified floor of the one from Baku that Red Bull described as makeshift. Verstappen had the fully upgraded version. Now they have the same upgrades. All we need now is Woody back as Checo's race engineer, and he will win the 2024 World Championship. Until he crosses the finish line. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, don't get delusional. I mean, I say Verstappen's behind, but he's P7, so, well, P9. What a wonderful weekend. Famous Fakrim last words. Yeah, that is just incredible foreshadowing, isn't it? Because I'm sat here like, oh, hang on, new race weekend, let's go, the Americas, week number 2 of this triple header. And then by the end of it, I'm just... You know it's coming. You know it's going to happen. I just broke my arm. Not ideal. Okay, we move. Lots of cars coming back into the garage now. We do have quite a few out, though. All on the hard tyres. Of course, Practice 1, we always see race simulations and installation laps and getting the setup right. Then in practice 2, you know, they start doing quali sims because that's when it's as close to qualifying conditions. And I believe practice 2 is actually half an hour longer. He has a name, you know, Barry. Okay. That was just a low blow. That was just completely unnecessary. It was very bad and very insulting as well. He's only crashed like, what, 3 times this year? It's not too bad. He ain't been off in a while, to be honest. I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I should not have said that. Oh god, we've got you full on drunk. Yeah, these messages today are going to be crazy. But yeah, I believe practice 2 is like half an hour longer because they're like testing tyres. Which means I've got to be here until 12:30 at midnight. Ah, things I do. Although, to be fair, I've had it easy, because it's been European season where it's at like 2 PM. Still missed all of those. And then there was Melbourne, which it was like 3 AM. I actually woke up for it and then just decided to sod it off and go back to sleep. But yeah, how are the rookies getting on? Who's the fastest rookie? Oh, oh wow. I like it how no, that's a screenshot of all time where I need to screenshot that like immediately. That is so funny. No, don't ruin it. Wait. Okay, I've got it. Here we go. I love the idea that you've got the 5 rookies at the bottom end of the field, and guess who's behind all of them? The one and only, the special one, the best driver on the current grid. There he is. What a guy. I mean, to be fair, Djokovic, Schwartzman, and Stroll haven't done a lap at all. Like, not even an installation lap. I don't think they've exited the pits yet, apart from Schwartzman, who's just starting a lap. But that's still funny, though. That's the important thing. No, you don't need context. You don't need background story. As long as it's funny, you get away with it. That's what Twitter's like these days. Carlos Sainz going for a flyer, a 28.2 in Sector 1, a 30.6 in Sector 2. He's fastest overall. Wait, lads, hear me out and stay with me. 1 every 5 crashes are by drunk drivers. The other 4 out of 5 by sober drivers. So statistically speaking, I could be driving right now drunk, then drive... Right, okay. I appreciate your logic, but sometimes logic is wrong. I'm not so sure about that one. We have a yellow flag in Sector 11. I don't know what that is, but it's a double yellow. I don't see anyone that's gone off, and we have a red flag. Yes, I do see someone. The chat is in the way. Move, chat. Oliver Behrman, you're gone. He's out of here. Oliver Behrman is out of practice. I think he might have just spun, but seeing as it's a red flag, I assume he's in the barriers. Hey mate, you can't argue with going 120 of a school zone if you don't witness it. Unless you're the speed bum, that's a good point, to be honest. I remember when... I mean, I used to go to school. I say that like some people didn't. But like when I was in like year 4, school would start at 9. I'd get up at 8:56, and then my mum in some like shitty old Renault would like actually do 120 in a school zone. Well, they weren't school zones because we don't have those unless my area is just not very safe, and just send it like prime Michael Schumacher to get me there. Even though the school was only like a minute away, I could probably walk there in 3 minutes. Quality banter. So we have 2 red flags this weekend already. Medical car deployed, so Oliver Behrman might have a little bit of a knock, which isn't ideal, but, you know, I feel bad for him. I do feel bad for him, because he's a rookie. He already has a contract signed for next year, but he's not really making himself look too hot now, is he? But maybe this is the Ollie Behrman special. Crashes in practice when driving for other teams, but chuck him in a Grand Prix and he'll be the best driver there. In Azerbaijan, he was one of the best drivers there. Outraced Lewis Hamilton and ended up coming in the points. And if I go driving right now, I'll be running over multiple human minor speedboats, and my dad wouldn't give a shite if mum doesn't hear about it. I was gonna say speedboats. Well, yeah, going over a speed bump ain't bad. It's going over it and then clotting into something is not great. Huh. Bro's actually gonna turn, like, Camden High Street into a rally special stage. So yeah, 2 red flags in, well, luckily in practice, they don't pause the timer. So we're not even halfway through the first session. 2 red flags. One of them was an Ollie Behrman whackage. The other one earlier was because of some debris on the track. Plus the bail. You know, I mean, you don't really get bails here. Oh, what now? Oh, no one cares. Right, let's see if I can get a little bit of video footage of Behrman's whackage. And then we also have a Sergio Perez team radio saying, happy with the high speed, I just can't feel like the ride in low speed isn't great, mainly the mechanical grip in low speed. Wow! Isn't that amazing? Oh! Oh, wait! Alex Albon... What? Can I get some, like, video footage of this? Apparently, well, I say apparently, it's not apparently, it's what's happened. I didn't... See, this is why I'm an awful streamer. Didn't even realise. Oliver Behrman and Alex Albon are going like this. Well, I haven't seen the footage. Clark. They clotted into each other. Behrman has damage, and I don't even know if he made it back or he just stopped. And Albon is in the barriers. Wow, that is rare. We got any videos of it? No? No videos? Bunch of lightweights. I want to see a crash. Am I seriously going to have to open... Fine! I suppose we'll get some deeper analysis going on. I will go onto Now TV, go on Sky Sports F1, and then reverse the footage and see how they class it. Because I'm interested, how do you crash into one another in practice? And then I'll also say who's to blame. I'm inclined to say Albon because everybody hates him at the moment, and I like joining the majority in hating someone for no real apparent reason. Shut up, right. Reverse the footage! Reverse the footage! Reverse the footage! Replay, please! Give me a replay! Give me a replay! Oh, Alex Albon, you are a stupid idiot! You are moronic! That was filthy! That was dangerous! You should get a lifetime ban for that one, laddie. You're not welcome round here. That was outrageous. So, Oliver Behrman on a slow lap, making his way around the S-bends. Alexander Albon on a fast lap. Goes round the first S-bend. Everything's fine. Goes round the second S-bend. Everything's fine. Goes round the third S-bend. Gets a snap of oversteer. corrects it, clips Behrman's front right with his front... No, with his rear left. No. No, he hits Behrman's front right with his rear right. Hiccup. And then spins off into the barriers. There you go. Professional insights by Fat Crim. There you go. And now I need water to get rid of my hiccups. But yeah, that's what happened. So basically, Albon just lost it and then corrected and hit Behrman. Basically, Behrman got caught in the crossfire of Albon's mistake. Although, to be fair, if Behrman isn't there, Albon probably just corrects it and carries on, or at least just spins and goes back to racing, rather than going into the barriers. But it's still stupid anyway to lose the car there. I'm not going to put any of the blame on Behrman. Don't put the blame on me. Not for that anyway, that was a bit weak. Maybe like 5 or 10%, but nothing more than that. That will also be investigated after the session, so... The way that the FIA have handled penalties this season, I get the feeling they're going to give Behrman a free place group penalty or something, although they can't really do that though, can they? Because he's not going to be racing. That's actually a thought. If a rookie picks up a penalty, like in a rookie FP1 session, would they just give the penalty to the normal driver? I bet that'd piss Leclerc off. And that would also be really, really stupid. Like, they should just, rather than give, like, I don't even know what you could do, but maybe just find the team. And that's all you could really do. It's a bit unfair that Behrman does something dodgy. I don't think he did. But if he did, give him a penalty and then it carries over to Leclerc. Because don't they do it by car number rather than an actual driver? Lads, as long as driving after a Guinness in a school zone is safer than pew-pewings daily in American school, I'll take it. Wow. Incredible. I think having one pint of Guinness and then driving is okay because you're under the limit. I don't think you're too, like, rock hard for that. Alright, officially halfway through the session. We still have 3 cars that haven't done a lap yet, including both Aston Martins and Robert. Carlos Sainz is quickest by a 1/10 of a second over George Russell. We have 2 cars out. We have Albon and Behrman clotting into each other. And that's about it. I think it's very visible that I was dropped on the head as a child. Maybe. I mean, obviously everybody does. I think if they say they don't, they're lying. But I do put on a little bit of a personality shift for content and streaming, because if I was exactly 100% myself, I would say things worse than you currently are. And I would probably get banned quite quickly. Nothing, like, outrageous, but just jokes that some consider go a bit too far. But then when I, like, stream and do videos, I, like, lock in. Also, new video just dropped. It should have come out, like, just now. Let me go double check. I think the video should be okay. It's a bit of a low effort one. I mean, by my standards, I don't really put any effort in anyway. I mean, that's a lie. I do. But it's difficult with F1 content, especially on the game, because there's not really... You know, like when you do, like, I don't even know, like, Fortnite videos or FIFA videos, there's so much that goes on that you can make, like, little edits on, little funny clips to add in. On the F1 game, you can't really do that. So it just leaves me to cut it up and then add some music, and that's all there really is. Or maybe I'm just not creative enough, but I don't know. But yeah, new video's out, I think, yeah. Tried to give it a snazzy title to make people want to click on it. It's not going to work, really. I'd rather just name something that I know is factual. Probably thrown around a bit too. Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm batshit insane, but that's only because I've had a bad influence. Just like people at my school were a complete nutcase. People, I mean, the couple of people I talk to now are complete nutcases, so I just sort of pick it up. They installed a AAA battery within my organs. Autism, ADHD, and anxiety. Fantastic. That's like a primejoke.com thing to say. Blimey. Right, can we start again now? Sure, it doesn't take this long. Not gonna lie, I actually have ADHD. It sucks. I bet it does. Like, I bet it really does. Just, like, throughout the day. I mean, I'm lucky that I'm only, like, mildly autistic, which I actually am. But, like, to, like, the mildest degree. Can we start? Oh, I'm getting annoyed. I mean, surely, like, anyone that watches TikTok has ADHD. Because, like, you know, the shorter attention spans, the, I don't know, lack of concentration kind of thing. Surely that just derives from watching TikTok all day. I mean, luckily, with my bi-weekly fishing trips, my attention span is usually kept at an optimal level. Because, yes, I do watch quite a lot of, like, not TikToks, because I hate that platform, but like YouTube Shorts, maybe, like, 1 hour a day. So my attention span goes down, but then I, like, go fishing where I just sit there and do nothing for, like, 12 hours, and it goes back up again. It's like this progress bar that's constantly going up and down. We're back! Oh, yes! We're back. DRS enabled. Track clear. Lock it in. We have 25 minutes left. Here we go. Just set my eyes on the good old junky Renault my dad owns. Pray for the human figures around me. Have fun. That's all I'm gonna say. Outrageous. I like how it's still showing Oliver Behrman and Alexander Albon. The short attention span isn't correlating to ADHD, that's just a myth. That's interesting to know. What that does tell you, though, is that the most widely used search engine actively lies to you, because it says that one of the main symptoms of ADHD is a short attention span. That's good to know. I'm sure I'll forget it in about half an hour, but it's good to know. Now, we do have some cars out, as you'd expect. We actually have, ooh, some soft tyres. I like that. This is rare. Team radio's coming through from Lance Stroll. Never mind. I'll only, like, say a team radio if it's the driver actually saying something, because usually these team radios, and that's what's good about this live timing, it shows, like, all the team radios, even if it's just bollocks. Here's an interesting radio from Schwartzman. Now, when was that red flag? It was at 1952. So why at 1959 Schwartzman said, oh, okay, big one, big one. Oh my god, I think Biermann did something to someone. No, no, not at all. Checo Perez radio. Just his engineer chatting bollocks, as per usual. They all just chat bollocks. A lot of them. By the way, I really want to hear a Hamilton's Hammer Time. Well, if he says it, I'll play it, but I mean, practice what? I'm doubtful, and he also There's another thing, he's not really here. But, you know, if he, you know, during the race, during qualifying, I mean, surely it's only going to be during the race he'll say it, I'll play it. That's what I mean, like, this shows all, like, you hear all the team radios, but, like, it's all just it's just engineers saying, like, switch to D-2. Magnussen, 4 seconds behind, and that's it. It's just boring. What have I done to my hand? Every time I, like, put pressure on it, it fucking kills me. Anyway, Gasly goes up to P4. We have Sainz fastest, a 1 minute 19.4. Russell with a 19.5. Magnussen a 19.6. Gasly 19.6. Albon 19.8. And yeah, he's obviously gone. So that might get beaten. As I say that, Tsunoda then goes fastest, a 1 minute 19.3. Sainz also going fastest by a... Oh, jeez Louise. That's fast. A 1 minute 18.5. Verstappen 2.5 tenths off. Not gonna lie, anyone watching FPs are nerds, so they kind of like the extra info. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. I used to sit down and watch FPs, all 3 of them, on my own, and just, like, analyze stuff. Like, look at cars, how, like, stable they were in the high speed and the low speed. You know, the oversteer, the understeer I was looking at. The lap times, the average lap times, the tyre degradation, all stuff like that. And then, before qualifying, I'd sit there and make a prediction based off everything, and I used to write down loads of notes. And then I'd always get the prediction for qualifying and the race completely wrong. So, yeah, that's why I'm not currently in Formula 1 working as, like, a strategist or an engineer, although I would love to. If this whole YouTube thing doesn't work, which, let's be honest, is about a 99.9% chance it doesn't, then that's probably what I'll do. I'll go pursue a career in motorsports, not Formula 1, just, like, I don't know, be an engineer in, like, a GT team. I don't fucking know. But I do agree that people that watch FPs are nerds. I'm just watching this. Yes, I am a nerd, because the definition of a nerd is someone that has, like, a lot of knowledge in, like, a very obsolete subject, which I suppose I do, which is Formula 1. But also, it's just because I'm dead bored, and I thought it's an extra live stream. Your Lambo vid show your talent in strategy, exactly. So that's why I think, you know, Red Bull, Ferrari, I'll go on like a 23 grand a year salary, just get me in there, do you know what I mean? Like, what you can only gain by having, actually no, Ferrari, you especially need me. I am now speaking to Ferrari, to you, the CEO of Ferrari. I'm talking to you directly. You need me in my team. In my team, in your team. Because you've seen through my YouTube videos covering the Lamborghini Formula 1 team that I can strategically craft a masterful strategy to win everything. Ring me up. Okay, anyway. I don't know why I'm so bad at F1 Manager. I mean, in my recent episode, I suppose I just ran a strategy that I didn't really make. I just adjusted it slightly to... I just sort of followed it. But it's when there's, like, you know, changing conditions and, you know, something goes a bit wrong, like a safety car or a red flag, it just all goes pear-shaped. And I realised that what you've got to do is you've got to do the opposite of what your gut says. You overthink, yeah, exactly. So I follow my gut, which says, like, pit, but then it turns out I shouldn't have. So I just do the opposite now. Although that game, aside from me being bad at it, it's also just a stinky game. But I'll keep doing videos on it, because it's just even lower effort than my F124 videos. Might as well. But yeah, so George Russell's gone fastest in the meantime since we were chatting with a 1 minute 17.9. Goes fastest overall, the first driver into the 1 minute 17s, half a second up on Sainz. That's pretty good, really. It's not bad at all, is it, really, if you think about it? I like it, that's good. We have about quarter of the session left, about 17 minutes. And we'll go from there. So, yeah. Brilliant. By far the most exciting practice session. Nothing's really happened apart from Albon crashing into someone. That's about it. There are a couple people improving their lap. Kevin Magnussen is at least a 27.8 through the first sector. Sector 2 coming through. I don't even know where that is. But it's a 30.6 for him through there. On the, well, not brand new softs, but only barely used. Now, I believe the tyre degradation is actually really low at this track because of the altitude. So, are we just going to see a one-stop where it's just like softs to mediums? Because that'd be really dead. Magnussen goes 8th fastest overall. I'm going to play some team radios. Are any of them actually going to be talking? Well, that's encouraging. Oscar Piastri's engineer says to him, so our main losses to our competitors are just kind of everywhere. That's what you want to hear, really, isn't it? That's good info, really. Alright, just engineers talking bollocks again. What a surprise. I probably won't be here for the GP. I would have school in like 3 hours before. That is perfectly fine. As someone that dropped out of school 5 years ago, I can tell you that there is nothing more important than school, to be honest. I'm not just trying to sound like one of them parents, but I'm like fucked because of it. Tsunoda goes 3rd fastest. Fastest sector 3. That's pretty good. Although he's 7/10 off Russell, so is that really good? Probably not. Drugovich on his 1st or 2nd lap of the session. I'm lying, he's actually on his 10th lap. When did he do all those? I don't remember that, but he's doing a long run. Carlos Sainz crossing the line. I think he tried to improve. And actually did improve his lap by 2/10 to a 118.3. And then beats Tsunoda's fastest sector 3 by 20 milliseconds. Well done, lad. Franco Colapinto not improving. Esteban Ocon goes into P7. Nice one. Robert Schwartzman not improving. Hulkenberg not improving. Gasly not improving. Is anyone improving? No. Hello? No one cares. I do believe we are seeing some long runs on the soft tyres now. So maybe no more improvements. Aww. It's always, I know it's only practice, but it's always fun. When you see, like, green and purple sectors, it's always a good time. And I'm absolutely knackered. I'm going to need at least, like, 4 more coffees before the next session, because we've got... This ends in 14 minutes, and then I've got 2.5 hours to kill. What am I going to do for 2.5 hours? Why are the breaks? I swear the breaks in between sessions have got larger. Like, I remember before, I swear it was only like 1.5 hours to 2 hours, not 2.5 hours. And some places it's 3 hours. Oh my god, Leicester are losing. I'm going to commit arson. Who's the fastest rookie now? I'm missing one. It's gonna be Antonelli, although, to be fair, all the rookies are at the bottom. You got Antonelli, then Lawson, then Schwartzman. I mean, Lawson, you can't really count as a rookie, because I believe a rookie is a driver that's done 3 or less races. And I think Lawson's done about 6 now, so he's not a rookie. Nor is Colapinto, but he ain't in that bottom 5. I mean, think about it, we've got quite a lot of, like, just young drivers in general on the grid. I mean, Colapinto obviously won't be here next year, unless he gets that Sauber seat, which I doubt he will, but he should. Deserves it at least. You'll have him, you got Behrman, you got Antonelli, you got Norris, who I know people think is about 35, but he's what, like 24, 25? And you got Piastri, who's like 23. And then you've got like Alonso, who's 19. Like, there's a lot of young people here. It's quite nice. I'll tell you what isn't nice, though. It's seeing drivers that are, like, 17. Which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Kimi Antonelli is actually younger than me. And that is one of the most earth-shattering feelings you can ever have. That while Antonelli has got a drive at one of Mercedes, like, you know, one of Formula One's most prestigious teams, you know, taking the racing world by storm, I'm just sat here on my fat ass watching him. Yeah, I'm older than him by 3 months. Oh, Christ. Sorry for that small timeout. In absolutely outrageous and diabolical comments, I just got sued by my own dad for looking in the wrong way as his Peugeot Mitsubishi shitty 1960 vehicle. Fantastic, that's good to know. I won't forget to mention that in my award-winning speech coming next year. Pato Award goes into P12. He is now the fastest rookie. I'm lying. It's now Kimi Antonelli of a 1:19.2. I mean, 1.2 seconds off your teammate. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Wasn't Antonelli like very competitive when he drove at Monza and then he crashed? He done that. He done his very first lap in Formula One. Went quite quick and then lost it the lap after. And spun and crashed. So, I mean, I suppose you gotta let him do that a couple of times. I suppose that's the downgrade to getting a rookie, is that yes, in the future they might turn out to be world class, but right now, well, actually, you don't even need to wait until the future. We're seeing with Colapinto and Antonelli and Behrman that they can be fantastic just as soon as they start. But like, you are gonna lose about 12 million or something. No way that Italian... No, he didn't. No, he's still here. He's still going strong. He just set his personal best lap time. He's unfortunately still here. But, yeah. Like, you are going to suffer a few repair jobs and crashes. But that's just what comes with being a rookie, I guess, and being the team owner of a team that's hired a rookie. 9 minutes remaining. We do have a lot of soft runners still. We have Antonelli on brand new ones. He might go for another push lap. I think. Is he even still out? Or has he gone back in? No, he's still out, but where is he? Because there's Russell. Where is he? Oh, he's there. He was hiding from me. Bastard. He's still on that life support thing of being Toto's baby, I'm guessing. Yeah, probably. That's what pisses me off, though. George Russell, although I hate the prick, 1 F3, I think, 1 F2, and then rather than going straight to Mercedes, he had to go to drive to Williams for 3 years, being at the back of the grid, until they thought, right, Bottas is going, I suppose we'll just have to get Russell. There's not really anyone else. Antonelli, did he win F3? I think he won F3. Hasn't got remotely close to winning F2. Straight in Mercedes. Although I suppose, to be fair, when Mercedes hired Russell, they were still the powerhouse of Formula One. Now they're absolute milk shit. So if anything, I mean, Russell would have joined a top team. Antonelli's only joining like a midfield team. So that was a very cheap dig at Mercedes. They're not that bad. It is nice that we have basically 4 teams that can fight for a win. I mean, teams like Red Bull at this point, which is a crazy thing to say, but Red Bull and Mercedes, it's to be like their day, but they can definitely still do it. I mean, you're not going to sit here and say that, you know, Hulkenberg can realistically win this race, but yeah. The cartelling lad from Indy is doing better than the rookies who actually drove an F1 car. Yeah. I mean, oh my god, Jamie Vardy having a party! Go on, son, what a player. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people say that Pato O'Ward should be the next Formula 1 driver for McLaren, not Piastri. But it was Piastri. We've actually gone like almost 40 minutes without a safety car or a red flag. Well done, everybody involved. Lance Stroll improving on his lap on the brand new softs, as is Drugovich and Schwartzman and Lawson. So those will be probably our final hot laps we see before we just go back to long runs. A 28-1 from Lawson, a 28-1 by Stroll, a 28-1 by Drugovich. 38.95 by Stroll through Sector 2, a 30.8 by Drugovich, and a 30.5 by Lawson. Stroll crosses the line, goes P16, as expected. Drugovich is about to cross the line, got a lot of traffic with Antonelli and Piastri, goes P18, as expected. And, yeah, that's, yeah. And then Lawson goes up to P9, showing that he is the superior driver. I do like Lawson. I'm glad he's doing well. Like I keep saying, I hope he did bad, because of how funny Twitter would be. But yeah, honestly, I don't care Ricciardo's gone. Purely because Lawson's been back in the car for like 2 races and he's already done more than Ricciardo did. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ricciardo had some great performances in that RBP. He just wasn't himself, was he? It's what they keep saying. When's he going to go back to firm? He just never did he? He just went to McLaren and then just sort of stayed shit. Okay, yeah, no more FP2, and after this track, it's on its deathbed after trying to hold up without a red flag for 1 second. But I'm way too tired to understand what you just said. Oh, I get it now. I got it. I clocked it, don't worry. Schwartzman on his lap, improving. I swear he just did one, no? Did he not? I guess he's just taking his time to complete Sector 1. Okay, anyway. A 28-2 through Sector 1, about a 10th down on the Astons and Lawson. Making his way through Sector 2. I should probably move the chat so it isn't blocking the end of Sector 2, but he makes his way through. DRS enabled. I don't know why there's a DRS there. It's just not necessary. But it's going to be a 30.997. It's pretty shit, but then again, he is in a Sauber, by far the slowest car on the current grid. And I feel bad for him. But it's good experience. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know why they keep supporting Schwartzman. It's clear they're not interested in him, which I think is proper outers, because I do think Schwartzman has the ability to be in F1. But he ain't really got a look in yet, and what's the point of like giving him these practice sessions if he's not going to go into F1 at any point? So, yeah, I don't know. But he crosses the line with a 1 minute 19.9 and stays in P19, the slowest of all drivers. Apart from Ollie Behrman, of course, but he didn't really get a chance because Alex decided to clot into him. Clocked it at an hour and a half of trying to understand that joke, lad. You're proud of yourself. Fuck off. We nearly done yet? Yes, we are. 3 minutes remaining. And then it's tea time. Because I'm British, and we drink that often. I mean, yes, it's a stereotype, but it ain't wrong. Okay, anyway. Alright, I'm gonna go nod off. It's 12 over here. See you in quali. Bye! So you're what? 3 hours ahead? I can't work out what time zone that is. Don't worry, I'll be staying here until midnight, literally, because I'm in Russia right now. Yeah, but wouldn't that be, like, 2 hours ahead of me? It's 8:30 right now. No one else improving on their lap times to finish out the session. Alex was improving, to be fair. It didn't end too well, though, did it? So it seems like Antonelli will be the winner of the rookie battle. In front of O'Ward by a 1/10 of a second. And then we have Drogovic at the bottom, ahead of Schwartzman. Ollie Behrman last of everyone because Albon drove into him. Well, actually, he didn't really drive into him. He sort of drifted into him. It was quite a good manoeuvre, really. It's a shame that, you know, Ollie Behrman was there, because that would have been a nice drift and recovery moment. Turn 10 incident involving Behrman and Alonso noted. What do you mean noted? Turn 11 incident involving car Schwartzman overtaking under yellow flags. Right, I think I've now realised why Checo is always underperforming. I think it's because his engineers can't understand what he's saying through the radio, because I just tried to listen to it, and I kid you not, the only word I could fathom was speed. So when he's trying to give feedback, he probably repeats it after the session, but like during the session, when they change stuff, I don't think they really understand what he truly means. Yeah, we're about to get the checkered flag any second now. The time is actually gone, but it's not saying the checkered flag is out. Oh no, I didn't scroll up. Oh, okay. Brilliant. Okay, there is the checkered flag. Who was the first one to take it? Oh, Ward. Well done, mate. So there should be some practice starts. I'm not interested in that, to be quite honest. I don't really care. I'm going to head off quite early because I want to. There's no other reason, I just want to. I don't want to sit here and talk bollocks for another 10 minutes. Also, these practice sessions are extremely boring. By the way, don't be surprised if I skip FP2. Because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, my life's horrible, I've got to stay up until 12 AM. But realistically, I've been up all day making videos, I'm shattered. Yes, I'm just sit there watching practice, but sometimes I just can't be bothered. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm too tired, because that's weak shit. I just can't be bothered, right? So, I might be. It's a 50-50 at the moment. Don't be surprised if I'm not live, though. But realistically, who gives a shit? You know, it's not like you're sat here like, oh my god, please, Fat Crim, go live. You're just not doing that, are you? Because you're not fucking 12. Anyway, I will see you lot either later or tomorrow. Of course, I'll be live for practice 3 and qualifying, or maybe just quali, who knows. And we'll go from there. So thanks for tuning in. I hate you all, and you all smell like rotten fish. Brilliant.
Does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They've never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They sad.